Especially because I do feel like there's like an interesting bit of things to talk about. Let's see there, Dark
attacks when faced with
Saints.
multiple enemies to gain the advantage in combat.
Survivor 50. Spoilers. Wait. Oh no, okay, never mind. I thought this like really fucked me over in terms of
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
Robert de Sables in
don't.
Jerusalem.
I've seen the
Now,
Nazis.
what did I actually name last
Only
stream?
his
I
forces
don't
follows
even
that
fucking remember
man.
why I changed last
I
stream.
won't give him the
title
chance to continue his campaign.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. I do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly, you are not the
Don't
man I once knew.
Be here.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are
If
still pieces of this puzzle I do
don't
not possess.
Want
What do you mean?
to be
All the men I've laid to rest have
spoiled.
worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the
All right,
land.
maybe an ad.
This much I know
I
for
don't know.
certain.
We'll see.
But how and why,
we go.
when and where? These things are out of reach.
Can I ask
Crusaders
a
Associates working
question
together?
about specific spoiler?
They are none of
before
these
names
things,
revealed?
but something else. Templars.
The Templars
you
are
talking
part
about?
of the Crusader.
Oh yeah, we know. There's a
Like
meta
King
bag.
Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance
For
is
not to know who
Robert
it
de
is,
Sables, some mad idea that they
Yes,
will
it is
stop
known
the
who the
war.
meta bag
It's
is.
been a strange day.
You have no idea, Malik.
Then tell me.
Yeah. All right.
Robert and his
Again,
Templars
we'll be
walk
talking
the
about Survivor
city.
50
They've
spoilers.
come to pay their
If
respects
you don't
to
want to be
Mestre
spoiled,
Dean. They'll attend his funeral,
probably don't be here. I should I check. Okay, it is.
which means so
Yeah.
What is this that Templars
Again,
defend
nothing
his
like from
funeral?
last stream. Nothing like concretely
I have yet to
new.
divine their true intentions,
But
so
there
I'll
is
have
like
confession in
new,
time.
like there's like more like
citizens
context and
themselves are
things, and
divided.
again, it's version
Many
nice.
call for their
language,
lives.
so- Anyway,
Still others insist that they are here to parlay.
yeah. So
to make
again, I think we'll talk about tribe
Peace?
divisions eventually,
I
but
told you.
we do have
The others I've
the
slain have said as much to me.
That would
so
make
we
them
do
our
know the
allies.
timeline now
And yet
of
we killed them.
the early
no
boots,
mistake.
right? So like
We are
again, the
nothing like
rumor
this
right
man.
at the time last
So their
time,
goal sounds
3 people
noble,
went home
but
early.
which
It was
they
Kyle.
did
It
not.
was
At
Mike
least.
White. Like went home early, as in left Ponderosa early. It
So
was
what is
Kyle.
the
It was
plan?
Mike White. It was
I'll attend
Q.
the funeral and confront
We
them.
now know that they went
The sooner
home
the better.
by what was it, June 16th, which would be day 11, I believe,
Fortune favor your
right?
blade, brother.
In the game.
Malik.
Because
Before I
the
go,
game
there's
started
something I
day
should say.
like in June
out
5th,
with it.
right?
I've
So
been
if they went home by
offended.
June 16th,
Normally
then
I
they would
say
be
no
out by day
argument,
11,
but
which
what
means
is
that they're
this?
pretty early
What are you
boots.
talking about?
Like obviously we already knew that about
That is
Kyle.
fine.
Kyle was a relatively
I never
early
told you I was
medevac, just
sorry.
beyond episode 1.
Too damn
But that means that
proud.
yeah, like Mike White and
You
Q
lost
are like
your
very
arms
early
as
boots
you
as well.
lost
So I know that a lot of the speculation around that now is that they
Angry.
like
I do not
thinking
accept
that Mike
your
White and
apology.
Q are the first 2 boots.
I understand.
No, you don't. I do not accept your
That's why they
apology.
left, but
You are not
I don't
the
think
same
that's
man
a
who went with me into Solomon's
full-on,
temple. I said you have nothing to
guarantee.
apologize for.
Yeah, that was the thing before.
I
Like
also
that was
had
before
not
like
been
all the
so
spoiler stuff
envious of
happened,
you,
or
I
before
would
the
not have
like
been
the cast
so
food back and
jealous
everything.
myself.
The rumors about
I'm just
Kyle
as
was
much
home
to
already.
Don't say such things.
We are one. As we share the glory of our victories,
I think the
so too should we
pre-jury,
share the pain
post-jury
of our
solution
defeats.
is
In
the
this
worst
way,
case
we
scenario.
grow closer. We grow stronger.
Thank you, brother.
I mean, like I
Just if you need
don't
all time,
hate
that you might be ready
the
for what lies
breakdown
ahead.
personally. Like I do think there's definitely a lot of people in the pre-merge I'm disappointed are pre-merge.
Fast forward
But like I
to
still think there's enough, and like
Henry
Tifa, that's more so like a cast thing than anything. But like I feel like there's still a lot of people in the post-merge that I'm pretty excited to see. I am still worried that we're gonna get a like loyalty based like kind of like dominant alliance and that sort of thing. But I'm not like completely like disappointed by the boot list. D is post-jury, which brings us to the Survivors Unite thing. So again, this is like full-on speculation, but like Survivors Unite has said that they think they know the final 6, but they don't know the final 6. But yeah, but it's an interesting final 6, kind of. I mean, again, it could be very bad, but like we'll see. But their speculation is that they think the final 6 is Joe. What was it? Joe, Stephanie, Coach, which we were already thinking. And then Aubrey, I believe, is one of them. Who is it? Aubrey? I'm saving a specific one for like last because it was one like it was between 2 people. Well, like, who was the other person? Coach Joe. Either way, the last person was between D or Tiffany. Like, essentially, like, which, yeah, if D is in the final 6. Oh, Suri, it was Suri. Yes, it was Suri. Suri, and then D or Tiffany, is the last one. Which, like, again, if D is final 6, like, could D, like, win the season? Like, I think that's, like, yeah, that definitely does sound like a loyal. Like, I again, that is the worry right now. Is that it definitely does feel like this like loyalty-based alliance did run the show. But again, there's a shot. D is a 2-time Survivor winner at this point. Like, that would be pretty insane. Yeah, another deep run for Suri, which I mean, too bad. I was expecting already based on like the other rumors that are out there, but now it seems like Sorority Night also seems to think that. But again, this is like more so just speculation. I feel like based on. Also, I forgot this is the entire thing that like happened since last stream, but also got debunked. Is like the notion that people at a point thought Chrissy won 50, and that Sorority Night was like confirming Chrissy won because like people like posted that like, that oh, I think the winner's gonna be someone that that's been like not on social media or something, like hasn't been talking about this on social media. Like Chrissy, and then like Sorority Night liked the post, so like there's like a lot of like speculation for like a couple days of like, oh, Chrissy won Survivor 50. They like Sorority Night confirms Chrissy won Survivor 50. But no, that's not exactly what they were saying. Like they confirmed later that no, I liked it because I was saying, yeah, I think it's someone that's gonna be not in the spotlight. Not that I think Chrissy won. Actually, I think the opposite. I don't think Chrissy won. So yeah, it doesn't seem like Chrissy won. But also like because like also Chrissy like reacted to the spoilers. So like the thing was like for Chrissy is that like Chrissy was the only person that there was like no outside information of them, like of the post story list. Like we knew about everybody but one person. That person turned out to be Chrissy before Survivor Night stuff happened. So like people were saying, oh, like Chrissy avoided photos at the airport and everything. And Chrissy like posted herself that, oh, I guess I'm good at avoiding photos at the airport. It's like, why are you posting that? I feel like that seems very questionable. But or, speaking of that, what the fuck is Steph doing? Like has Steph lost her mind? On like is she trolling or what? Because like she's been like so spoilery on Twitter. Is Aubrey's Sophie to the coach this season? Could be. I mean, it'd be interesting. Like, I think with I could definitely see Aubrey and Coach working together, right? I feel like that does seem like a group that would come together. Which yeah, I mean, with that we can talk about the tribe divisions because I think like knowing the spoilers, there's like interesting things to take away from the tribe divisions.
As you know.
So, like, fully looking at it with the Blue Tribe, well, I mean, I guess first thing you thought about, like, the Purple Tribe. The Purple Tribe's fucked, right? The Purple Tribe, like, almost, like, I believe only, is it 3 out of the 8 make the merge, or make the jury? Like, it seems like the Purple Tribe's gonna get demolished in the pre-jury. Like, half of the pre-jury is the Purple Tribe, I believe. Where again, like it seems like Q is almost guaranteed to be one of the first few boots. So, yeah, obviously, like he's gone early. Who else is gone from that tribe? Like I know the people that survive are what Rizzo, which is funny. Rizzo, Stephanie, and one other person. Who's the other person? That makes them merge from Purple Tribe. Because what Kyle was supposed to medevac early. Q ends up seemingly just being voted out early. Colby, again, is gone early-ish, seemingly. Or at least, again, is gone pre-merge. I would actually assume Colby's probably a late pre-merger, based on what we're hearing. Like, really, I mean, like, I assume he's probably post-swap, right? Because, like, obviously, like, that's going to be a thing. If there is an early swap, then realistically, like, most of these boots will be post-swap. Dude, what the fuck with this fight? And to I've always, like, been annoyed at this fight. Like, this and the Robert de Saab fight are, like, two of the most bullshit fucking fights. But, like, still. Ugh. Oh, yeah, Aubrey's the last one for that tribe, yeah. Yeah, so Angelina is gone, which again, there was a lot of speculation over Angelina being the first boot. It's like a lot of it's not really like particularly founded outside of like it was like a very early spoiler that Angelina was the first boot, and then now as we know Angelina's an early boot, so. But again, if that's the case, it's also gonna be very disappointing. But realistically, I think a lot of the Purple Tribe, like a lot of their boots probably do come from post swap, but it does seem like just, which again, I don't know if it really was this thing of like, oh, we gotta target the Purple Tribe people, more so than like maybe it was just circumstance. But again, either way, it does seem like a lot of them had like kind of a bad draw. And I think from the other groups, it's like, I think Orange had the most coming into the merge, right? That's the case, right? Dude, fuck off. Like, Orange, I think all the men make the merge, right? Christian, Rick Devins, Jonathan, and Ozzy. And then women-wise, it's what, Jenna? Dude, fuck off. If the fucking arrows didn't hit me, I would have been fine. No, okay, what the fuck is happening? Cool. And then Savannah, right? So yeah, I would assume if Orange does go to Tribal early on, it probably is just a Savannah. Like, I think Savannah makes the most sense. It's like the first boot from Orange if they do go Tribal. Fuck off, dude. I was right there. Yeah, I think Savannah makes a lot of sense as the first boot from that group. Yeah, Rizzo definitely feels like early merge. Rick Devins is pretty much confirmed early merge. I would say Jonathan probably is like early-ish merge, I would guess. Just based on the fact that, like, I think if Jonathan's not making it deep, I would expect him to be like a relatively early merge boot then. Again, this fucking fight's so bullshit. Cool. Fuck off. Yeah, like, so if that final six is the final six, though, it is interesting that both Aubrey and Steph make the final six. That'll be two people from the Purple Tribe. Yeah, fuck me. Yeah, Ozzy, I believe the speculate, like, people were also speculating that Ozzy's probably like 7th or 8th, I believe, was the speculation. Because I think people were going, and again, it's just full on speculation, but people were speculating, okay, like the top 6 is Survivor Unite's top 6, and like assuming D was the 1 to 6 over Tiffany, but then we're assuming that Tiffany and Ozzy were 7 and 8, which I don't know where that came from, but I know that was like something that was being speculated, which would mean that what, like the early mergers are what, like Christian, Emily, Rick Devins, who else? Like Jonathan, Rizzo, and one more person, I think. Who's the person I'm missing? Chrissy. Which, maybe. I know weight isn't the biggest thing, but this seems to be insane for a Preager. What's this? There we go. Oh wait, who exactly? Like Jenna's? Yeah, Jenna does seem to have lost a lot of weight, which means that, like, I assume Jenna's probably like one of the last Preagers then, right? You would think. Colby seems to like. I think Colby lost some weight, right? Joe obviously lost a lot. Steph definitely lost a good chunk. Rick kind of looks the same. Coach lost some. Jonathan looks pretty much the same. Maybe like a little bit less weight in his neck, kind of. I don't know. And then Sri definitely lost some weight. So, yeah, like Rick definitely screams out someone that like went to Ponderosa early and then probably gained back most of the weight that they lost to begin with. the sense I get from Rick, which I think is the sense that most people have from Rick, obviously. Because like in a season that it seems like people were like struggling. I mean, like clearly seems like a lot of people did lose a lot of weight, and like we know that they did not get rice, so it's like it does seem like there's at least dude, fuck off. It seems like there's at least reason why. Dude, what? How'd that not hit him? Cool. Cool. Yep. Cool. Then again, like how, like, yeah, how quickly can you gain back all that weight? So like, I feel like that, like Rick would have to be like the merge boot or something, like like I feel like to have gained, like let's say he lost like 15 pounds or something, and like to gain back that many pounds, it's like I don't know, how quickly can you do that? So like I assume he has to be like one of the first few boots, especially on a 26-day season. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck with this fight? Like, that you lose health so quickly. Wait, what? Oh, are they stuck? Oh. Cool. Again, masterpiece. Greatest way to finish this.
I sense you expected someone else.
I hope that Suri doesn't win.
No sorcery. We knew you'd come.
Oh, hope that if Suri doesn't win, she gets screwed again. Yeah, I kind of do too. Like, I kind of want to keep this, like, tradition of Suri going out in, like, really fucked up ways. When they merge from 13, I believe 14. But again, we don't know if there's mergatory or not. But, like, in the jury is, like, starts at 14, at least.
Al-Muallim still holds your treasure, and we've
like, there are 14 posters, there are 10 preachers.
He'll fail again.
Like, Steph works with Suri, seemingly.
But
Yeah.
it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Like, I mean, they're seemingly both in the final 6. They at least clearly both made it far.
Saracen and Crusader unite against the assassins.
Sure, yeah. I mean, like, it seems like, yeah, none of the rumors about, like, oh, Steph's targeting Suri, and, like, Suri might know that. It seems like none of that really led to anything.
9, in fact.
Mergatory could be Jenna. Maybe. It depends on if Mergatory made the jury or not. Like, are they really merging at 15 then? Like, is, like, Mergatory happening at 15?
Not 9.
I'm trying to remember. Like, so how's the schedule work out again? No, it needs to be an even number, right? Like, I mean, like, too far, it doesn't need to be, because who knows what they're really doing? Because it doesn't seem like they're naturally baking in double eliminations into the format.
We'll see.
Considering the first round is a single elim. She's still alive. She's still standing there. That's really fucking funny. Oh, I'm dumb. Obviously she'd still be alive because yeah. Okay, I'm just dumb. I didn't really. She would be like just standing there though. No, it's about Charlie. Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard like anyone really talking about Charlie at all. I do wonder how Charlie goes, where, like, basically, I think his initial tribe seems to be a pretty good one for him. Like, I assume he's a, like, just in general, like, I think at this point, I would assume he's a post-swap boot. I wonder if he gets swap screwed or what. Because, like, his initial group, again, he seems like he's set. He has Tiffany, he has Coach. Again, it seems like through those connections, he should have, like, and oh yeah, he has D. I believe he's close to D. So, like, that's already, like, half the tribe, just if that group comes together. So, yeah, it's like you would think he would have a good amount of connections here. I do also wonder how Genevieve goes, like, if she's also a swap screw or something. Not that I think her, like, initial grouping is really that good for her. But I really just don't know where most of that tribe goes. Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, too far. I think Camilla could still be that. Like, we just don't know about like how things played out. Basically, if he gets swap screwed, then like I don't know. I don't know if he's necessarily the Rob C. If he's like getting swap screwed, and that's how it goes. Like, I think, and that's why he's more of like kind of like the Malcolm, I guess. Like Malcolm in Game Changers. Wait, you just throw him down here, right? Cool. Well, that didn't work. Dude, this is such a dumb fight. I see Coach supposedly refused to call Rizzo Riz God. Well, he's just a hater then. Like, if Coach isn't calling Rizzo Riz God, then, like, Colby definitely isn't, right? Like, I feel like there's no way that, like, Coach is not calling him Riz God, but fucking Colby is. Being the highest ranked new era player according to Final Six as fuck. Is that really the case? Actually, I never even processed that. Is that the case? Well, no, Joe. Yeah, Joe.
It was a trap.
I had heard the funeral
But
turned
yeah.
chaos. What happened?
Like D essentially, like, yeah, seeming like at least the second highest. Like at worst at this point, at least at worst third highest. Considering Tiffany's like the one that is the beta return D. But still, it's like that's kind of insane considering like how big of a target D seems to have coming in this season.
I fear will be destroyed.
And to be fair, I always expected D to like be able to find her way into that like that sort of alliance. Like I didn't think D was like as screwed as a lot of people were thinking coming in this season. But
that's for another time. For now we must focus.
yeah, again, I think it is.
It's
definitely something that would prop her up on the player ranking. You'll be interested to see where she lands after all this.
Against us.
Coach's new dragon being Riz God would be hilarious. I mean,
no sense. These two men
Oh, but they would.
yeah, but he'll actually. I think it'll make it less funny because I think it'll make it funnier if he actually called him Riz God, while
Robert's plan may be
having
ambitious,
this
but it
rivalry
makes
with him.
sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed.
Yeah, I think D is certainly
We
up
must
there.
return to Masyaf. We cannot
If she
act without
wins,
our
and
master's
even without a
permission.
win, yeah, she's probably
It
still like
compromised the
hovering around top
Brotherhood.
10.
I thought you had learned
But
this.
I mean, to be fair, she probably isn't. Like unless it's like
You wield the
like a
cranium
very
fence like some
sloppy
shield.
appearance
These
here.
people
I think
be
like
strong.
her making it deep
Important
again on
things.
this run
You
would
were the one
probably
told
be
me we could
enough
never
for top
know
10. I
anything,
think.
Only suspect. Well, I suspect this.
I don't know. I think it
first
would be
goes
circumstantial still. I don't know, her first run is pretty good. I think again, there's like little there's nitpicks to be had with like how she approaches certain situations that I think I'll be like questioning.
Seek out those who serve the
But
ones I slew.
I think she
Learn what you
certainly
can.
has the potential to be a
Call
top 10
yourself
player after
perceptive.
this.
Perhaps
And that
you'll
shouldn't
see
be that
something I could
difficult
not.
if she is
don't know.
actually making it to like the end game.
I must think on this.
Do as you must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead.
Like
of
even
me.
if she doesn't win,
Be careful,
Steph's
brother.
finishing.
I will
most
be.
professionals.
I promise.
I mean, oh, is she? I mean, like, I think she's coming from like the tribe that's like kind of the disaster tribe, but I don't know. Is she really gonna be a top professionalist? I would expect Suri to be the top professionalist, considering how deep Suri's making it. Which, to be fair, Suri's never actually been like has Suri ever been the top? Like, I mean, no, she has. I'm dumb, but like. Again, she was the top professionalist for Panama. She's top professionalist for Micronesia. But both of those were not by, like, radical degrees, right? It was, like, both of which being, like, she's, like, barely above, like, Terry. And then I believe in Micronesia, she's, like... actually, I think in Micronesia, she's number one by a decent chunk. But, like, that was, like, a very low confessional season. And then here's villains. Again, there's not much to say there. And then... actually, wait. I could have gone the other way. I think that's quicker, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. I'm right here. But then Game Changer, she was number one until the finale, right? And I think Sarah beat her in the finale. But yeah, I mean, she pretty much does have a history though, of being like at least towards the top of the professional count. So it could be a spot where like, yeah, maybe she's like an early boot in the finale, and that title by the end. But I think Suri is someone that I am expecting to be the top professionals for most of the season. Actually, I guess that's something we didn't talk about is like the kind of raw entertainment value of these tribes. Or like I guess like who'd be a top professionalist of each tribe? I think it's like an interesting thing to think about. Because like I feel like Orange has a lot of really good confessionalists. Or at least people that you would expect to be high, like Christian, Rick Devins, Suri, potentially Emily Flippin. And I don't know, like Jenna, I'm interested in where her edit goes. Because I do feel like Jenna is one that like I'm expecting her to get the first confessional of the season. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. I could also see beyond that, like her like being like maybe a bit purpled if she's not like that important to the season's like overall storyline. So I'm a little bit worried for that, and then obviously just Savannah, I just really don't know. And like Teal, it's like I'm assuming Coach will get the most confessionals there. Like you would expect that, right? Like I think outside that, it's like you do have like you do have
When you have been exposed, killing
like
some
I mean
of your
D, like
pursuers
even Dee's
will
never been a
help.
big confessionalist, right? Like she's like what, like 4th or 5th on the 45 confessional count. Like it's like Charlie was pretty high by the end of 46, but even then, like it really wasn't until like the very very end where he ends up being number 1. Like Mike White again, while he's there, I'm assuming we'll get pretty big at it. I think Emily will be purpled. I think there's a shot of her getting under edited. I don't know if I see her being fully purple because I do think Emily is just like an entertaining like presence. I do think confessional wise though, I could see Emily being under because like I feel like Emily's like a very good character like on Island, like as in like her actual interactions with people. Where like I don't know if that necessarily necessitates confessionals from her. It's like I could definitely see confessional wise her ending up being a bad red. And like and again, I'm assuming right now that Emily's probably going to be pretty close to Suri, and if that's the case, I assume a lot of that story, like side of her story, is going to be told. Actually, I think yeah, like I think her side of the story, like again, based around the Suri, her connection, I could see a lot of that going to Suri. A lot of the like her connection to Christian, I think a lot of that could be going to Christian. So I do think an issue with Emily in terms of screen time is the fact that I think a lot of her allies are just like bigger characters than her. Or like bigger, like better confessionalists, I guess, than her, which might be an issue. Can I ban anyone who says Aubrey without saying Master Strategist part? No. Riz got back-to-back confessionalists. I get that'll be so funny. But yeah, I am expecting Riz God to be the top professionalist though of 47. Am I going the right way? Wait, that's it 47, 49. Yeah, Rizzo I would very much expect to be the top professionalist of 49. I think it just makes sense. Like obviously it depends on how far he gets, where for all we know he's like a Rob the Preacher or something, but like if he makes it deep, which I'm assuming he will, I would expect him to be a top professionalist, considering he just already seems like the type of person that would get a lot of confessionals. I did not mean to push that button. Mike White leaving continue, is that it? I think Mike White's gonna get pretty big at it no matter what. I think a lot, like literally when the cast was announced, the big story was like, oh, Mike White playing Survivor again. Like, how'd they get Mike White back? It's like, I don't know. I think Mike White is like, and I could definitely see it. So again, if people are really taking like Jeff's video at face value and like, oh, Jeff seems disappointed, I could definitely see that being the reason Jeff is disappointed. Is because like Mike White went out early in the same way that he seemed to be disappointed at 47 for like John Lovett going out early. I could see like Mike White going out early being like a big thing for him that like kind of sours him on the beginning of 50.
the action.
There's no way Q will ever get purple, I don't think. See you later, Brandon. Yeah, hopefully things sort out with all that stuff. I feel like Emily hasn't reverted to confrontational again. I think other people do. Yeah. I do question, like, yeah, like how much of the old Emily are we gonna see here? Because it does seem like Emily is coming at this, like, kind of recognizing that yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Which, like, at the end of the day, it is still Emily, so it's like, who knows if she's actually gonna be able to do anything about that, but, dude, okay, pick him up. There we go. But yeah, I think a lot of, like, Emily's early screen time, at least, is probably gonna be determined on how confrontational she is. Or really with her tribe, it's like, is there anyone on her tribe that, like, that you see Emily, like, really picking a fight with early on? I don't know if I see that person from her starting tribe. Okay. Like, because, like, I thought the main person for me would be, like, Coach or Jonathan, but obviously both of them are not in her starting tribe. Big Bite had his contract. I could for him to leave early. I could see it, but like it seems like Survivors Unite's implying that wasn't the case. But again, what does Survivors Unite really know about that? And yeah, also implying that yeah, Q leaving was not something that production was like happy with. 49 is going to be a good season because Jeff didn't say anything about it. I believe Redmond has said that he thinks they like 49. Or was it Redmond or was it someone else? I forgot. I remember someone said that that it looks like that production liked 49. So I can take that much who else. Everyone on purple follows Mother Vive except for Colby and Angelina. Imagine Angelina, or imagine Genevieve leading like an Angelina blindside. That'll be pretty depressing to see. And then picks a fight with Savannah. Yeah, I just don't really know. Like, I think it's just like tough to say considering I could not tell you Savannah's personality. All I know is that she'll pulverize those suckers. She probably did.